Can you picture yourself living a different life? Our next guest has tools to help you turn the dreams that are in your head into your reality.
Her podcast, The Law of Attraction Secrets, has gained more than 100 million views to date, and she's currently working with some of the cast of Netflix Selling Sunset. So welcome to the author of Be It Until You Become It, Natasha Graziano. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Geez, I'm really into manifesting. I really like this topic. Why did you get into it?
Well, 3.5 years ago, maybe 4, I was in a really dark place. I was a single mom and hundreds of thousands of debt, and I didn't know how I would get out. And I kept looking around me thinking, there's something out there, it's not my fault, you know, I'm a victim. But actually that was the wrong mentality. I started to think, if I scripted and started writing about a future that didn't exist, even if it was true or not, it was whether I believed it. So I started to write down, instead of journaling about my current situation, which would be really depressing, I thought, let me write down about what I wish would happen as though it was already mine. And it started to make me feel just 1% better every day.
Gave you kind of that glimmer of hope. Why does manifesting work in our brain? Like, why does it work so well?
Well, there are brain scans to show that your brain doesn't know whether it's a memory or imaginary. When something in your mind comes up and you think about it and you dwell on it, you strengthen the synaptic connections in the brain. It doesn't know whether it's happened or whether it's imaginary. So that's why manifesting works when applied correctly, when you actually write it down, when you physically put a pen to paper and you write about what you want as though it's already achieved, using feeling, again, strengthening those synaptic connections in the brain. Your brain thinks, oh, this must have already happened. Starts to mirror it in your outer reality.
I feel like I've had a few moments. I've done this, and that's why I'm a believer in it. You talk about scripting, though. So that is scripting, is writing like it's already happened.
How do we do this?
10 years down the road?
Okay, so the easiest way to do this is get a pen and paper. You want to use a pen and paper as opposed to typing. It's much more effective. You want to write down about a paragraph to a whole page in your journal, and you're writing down in the past tense. It sounds something like, I had the most amazing 2023. I met the love of my life and we fell deeply in love and we moved in together by, etc. You could do it for career goals, for health goals, for happiness, for joy, whatever it is you want. You write it down in the past tense and then you bring it to life. So instead of just writing a sentence, you say what it felt like, the who, what, why, when, using all your senses. How did it feel that you achieved that? What could you smell? Could you smell their cologne around you? What did it feel like now that you had that money in the bank account? And the more that you bring it to life, the more likely it is to come to fruition in your outer reality.
You say, too, for effective scripting, conduct honest self-assessment. What does that mean as we begin scripting?
So the very first thing to look at is actually who you are today. Are you being an NPC, a non-playable character, or are you winning? Like, are you playing at a high level? Like, who are you today? Because I know when I was in that dark place, I was sure as hell not the woman that I am today. The person that I wanted to become was not the person I was. So you have to write down and get clear on your self-assessment of yourself. What are my thoughts, my feelings, and my actions? Who am I today that does not replicate who I would be when I've become it? When you're a millionaire, how do you behave? Well, you're a lot calmer in your thoughts, you're a lot happier, you're more positive, you're more cheerful, you're a lot kinder to people because you've already got your dreams.
I know there's so many other steps here. Where can people find you to learn more? This is a new book for you, right?
Absolutely.
Be It Until You Become It?
Be It Until You Become It. It's available in most bookstores and online. If you want to know more, you can go to scriptingsociety.com, where you'll be able to dive into what is scripting and how can I do it in my life to manifest my dreams too. You know, I met the love of my life through this. I married him in 3 months. I wrote down every single day about this love that I met, and he walked into my life.
Yeah, it's why I'm sitting on this couch. I did it to get this job. I'm not yes, I'm a believer in that.
Oh, we still need to catch up on that.
So you can find Natasha's book, as she mentioned, Be It Until You Become It, where books are sold.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And